Yes, welcome to today's lesson. We are starting on integers. So we are continuing with integers, that is grade 8. So integers, but now we are talking about addition of integers. Addition of integers. That is what you want to look at. Addition of integers. Now, just the way I said in the previous video, integers are simply numbers, though they are positive integers and negative integers. So positive integers means positive numbers. Negative integers means negative numbers. So I want us to look at some examples here of how can we solve addition of integers. I have few examples here on how we can solve addition of integers. So for example, you can get a question like, use a number line to work out negative 13 plus 8. Use a number line to work out negative 13 plus 8. Now, what I want you to understand first is that I want to give you a real life experience. So, if you have nothing, that means you have zero. So for example, somebody comes to borrow you some little amount and you have nothing. So you will not give anything because you don't have anything. Then somebody, or you go and borrow somebody some money. So you have maybe 50 shillings, but these 50 shillings, you have borrowed it from somebody. So that means these 50 shillings that you have is not yours. You have borrowed it. So somebody who has nothing compared to you who has borrowed somebody 50 shillings, the person who has nothing is better than you because you have less than zero. So that means for you to even have one, you need to have 51 so that you can pay back the 50 and you remain with one. So if you see a negative number means you owe somebody a debt. So like in this case, before even we look at the number line, this one means negative 13 means you owe somebody 13 shillings. Then you work and get some money, and whatever you have gotten is 8 shillings. So if you owe somebody 13 shillings, then you work and you are paid 8 shillings. That means if you are supposed to pay that debt, you are going to pay 8 shillings, but you are still going to remain with a debt of 5 shillings, which is still a debt. So that is how negatives work. So anytime you're dealing with a negative, know that you are working with a debt. But we want to solve this one using a number line. So we are going to draw our number line first. Maybe from, let's say, 0 here, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, negative 12, and negative 13. So that is this. Then we have plus 8. That means positive 8. So we have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6, positive 7, and positive 8. Though this one is not a must that you have to reach 8, because the problem is here. There's this plus. So plus means when you are moving a negative plus, when you are adding in a Manisha, you are moving from left towards right. So you will come at your negative 13, which in that case is this. Then plus means you are moving towards the other direction, towards the right hand side. Step by step, 8 steps from negative 13, that is plus. So we will start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is here, landing us at negative 5. So that will be the the answer. And that is what I told you before when we were starting, that if you owe somebody 13 shillings, then you work and you are paid 8 shillings. This 8 shillings is not yours because what you owe somebody is more than what you have been paid. So you will pay back the person 8 shillings, the all of it, but you will still remain with his debt of 5 shillings. That is why this negative still comes. So you can see this. So that negative 13 plus a positive 8. So you come to that negative 13, count, move 8 steps towards the right hand side. So that is how addition is solved in using what? A number line of these integers. And let me get another example. Let me get another example here. Another example like negative 19 plus 4 minus plus 2. So we want to get that answer. So let us interpret it first, even before we move to the number line. Negative 19 means you owe somebody 19 shillings. 19 shillings. Then you do some work. You are paid 4 shillings. You do another one, you are paid another 2 shillings. Why am I saying you are paid? Because they are added plus 4 plus 2. So that word plus means you have been added that. So look at the debt you owe somebody. You owe somebody 19 shillings, but you have worked and you have been given 4 shillings. Then you go and do another job, you are given 2 shillings. So a total, you have been given a total of 6 shillings, but you owe somebody 19 shillings. So you have to pay. So that means you will give out all the 6 shillings. Then you count how many debts are you still remaining with. So if you owe somebody 19 shillings and you are given 6 shillings and you pay back, that means you are still going to remain with this person's debt of 13. So your answer should always be, you are supposed to look at where is your answer already, even before you look at the number line. So this person is still owing this somebody 13 shillings. Now let us work it out. So we will draw our number line from here. Let's start from negative 19 because this is the farthest. 18, 17, negative 16, negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, negative 12, negative 11, negative 10, negative 1, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. Then we have 0. From there we have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3 onwards. So we come at negative 19. So negative 19, the first one, we have to move 4 steps. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. That one lands at us negative 15. So from negative 15, we move another 2 steps because it is plus 2. So 1, 2. So that one lands you at negative 13. So that's why I said your answer now becomes what? Negative 13. So what we have to understand about these integers or addition and subtraction of integers is that first of all, you have to know that anytime you have a negative, that is somebody's debt. You owe somebody some money. So look at the money you have. Are you able to pay back whatever you owe somebody and remain with something? That is why I started by saying that somebody who has nothing but owes nobody anything, that person is richer than somebody who owes somebody some money. For example, this person, if you have 19, which is not yours, you have borrowed, and somebody has nothing, this person who has nothing is better than you because anything given to him is his. For example, if he gets 1 shilling, that is his. If he gets 10 shilling, that is. But for this person, if he gets 10 shilling, that 10 shilling he must pay back. He will still owe somebody 9 bob. So after working, pay back again. While the person who had nothing anything you receive is yours. Anything you receive is yours. So that is how mathematics is about playing with figures. Just play with these numbers. Just look at it as in terms of debts, and you are getting some income somewhere. So whatever you receive compared to whatever you owe somebody, is it enough to pay back and remain with something? For example, if, for example, you owe somebody 5 shillings, -5, then you work and somebody gives you 8 shillings. So that means you earn 8. That means by the end of the day, what you owe somebody is less than what you earn. And therefore, after this, whatever you are going to have here is a positive number. The answer there must be a positive number, because you will pay him or her is 5 bob or her 5 bob. Then you will still remain with your 3 shillings. So then the answer here will be 3, positive 3. So that is how these things work. It's just a matter of playing with these figures. So some learners always fear this operation of integers simply because of lack of that understanding of a positive and a negative. So let me see if there's also another example that we can work out. You can also try yours. You can also, let me give you one so that you arrange it there and try it out. Work out this. I'm not going to do it here. So you write it somewhere, then work it out, then give me your answer at the comment section. So, and use a number line. So you can take a picture from where you have worked it, then send it on the comment section. So something like let me talk of negative -6 plus, let me talk of negative 11 plus 6, -11 plus 6. So get me that answer. After working out, you can take the picture, then send it through the comment section. Use a number line. Don't work it out like this and say you owe somebody 11 bob. Then just use a number line, whatever we have used here, then count the number of steps, then get your answer there. Tell me the answer. From there, maybe you can also work on what? Subtraction of integers, which we are not supposed to mix with this because this was addition. So we are not supposed to combine the two, subtraction and addition. So they can't appear on the same video. That's why even during normal lesson time, you cannot work out addition and subtraction at the same time. So subtraction of integers comes in the next video. This one is addition of integers. If you have a question or any concern, kindly you can put it there in the comment section. And again, please, as many as I've always requested, please share this video, like and subscribe. Share it to as many people as possible so that we can get. Otherwise, thank for those people who have subscribed. We are moving on well. I am celebrating 100 plus subscription, while somebody is celebrating 100k subscription. My God, so one day, I know one day I will reach there. But please subscribe and subscribe and subscribe and subscribe. Otherwise, let us meet in the next video.